Okay?
Yeah, now we got.
Yeah, now we got.
That's pretty good. Yeah. So guys, this is what this comes to the picture. Okay. Identification purposes. Like if you remember last time what we did it, the basically what we did it like we have built tables and we inserted the data. But if you remember, we inserted a multiple duplicate records as well, which system didn't deny to take it. System what has to do actually, whenever you given the input to them, if it is wrong, boss, you already created one record for the similar. Okay, you're not supposed to do the second thing, but it didn't deny it because we didn't provide the system certain inputs. Boss, this is my table. My table need to be distinct values or constraints or something. Okay, so to do, I have these restrictions of my data. If I am going with my employees, okay, what it need to do? My employee ID should be unique. It should not like one ID given to the 5 people. You cannot find out that which ID given to whom. Correct? That should be unique. How you can do that? Okay, there is some constraints that you can give it to the system, that a uniqueness to the system or composure to the tables. For that's the reason we are coming to the picture. Okay, let me come here. Right. So number one is primary key. Number two is foreign key. One is a primary key. Number two is a foreign key. Okay. Number three, we talking about unique key. Yes, you might feel confused here, but stay together. You don't you're going to be know one by one everything what's going to be happen here. Okay. The one unique key. Next is we called as a composite key or candidate key. Sometimes we call it as a super key or alternative key. These all things would be there. Okay. So, but this is then a no, one best thing. Okay, let's understand these three keys. Okay. Very rarely composite key, candidate key, and super keys we use it very rarely. But primarily we used on the primary key, foreign key, and unique key. Okay. Let's understand the primary key first. Okay. Guys, remember simple thing. Primary key is a unique identifier for the record in the table for one column. Okay. If you have this column called employee training. Okay. Let me go here. Select. Okay. Star means all added from employee training. Okay. I am not doing anything here. I'm simply selecting the data. It may be one record, two records. I have only one record here. Correct. So in this column, I have to choose which column I need to keep the primary key. Once you added the primary key, remember that this primary key, okay, will be for the uniqueness. It means that you can add only one record, okay, one unique record. It means that if you added 10024, okay, you cannot add it again here. Okay, so let me do it in a simple way. Let me add it. Now we don't have any primary key for employee ID, right? Let me add the same data now. Okay, so hope you remember the insert statement. Insert into what is the table name? DBO dot training. Okay, DBO dot training. I'm just giving the values directly because I know the values. If you remember, I can directly give the values if you have a full columns list. If you're inserting the data for the full column list, same data, Raghava. Okay, same thing 10024, comma DE. Close the bracket. Perfect. Let me do this here. One row affected. If I go ahead and search for it, guys, I can see two records with a similar values, no changes at all. Right? This is the employee training thing. Now, what I am doing is right. I'm deleting the records from a particular this table. Okay, delete. Okay, let me do it here. Harika, can you see? I think you practiced it, Harika, or Madhav? Who practiced the delete statement from the last session?
Yeah,
Madhav did it.
practice.
Okay, you prioritized Madhav. Okay, can you tell me that delete statement? I just want to delete these two, okay, lines from the table. Please tell me the delete statement. Delete.
Delete uh, uh, this database. That database. I mean,
You didn't delete it, man. You didn't. You are not. You people are not practicing, man.
no, I did a
For
select star from
no
and
deleting tables, deleting databases, we don't use the delete. We use the drop statement. Okay. We for this we use that. 1 second, guys. Just getting a call.
delete from table name is not correct.
Yeah. Sorry, Mother. No, drop is for the tables, delete for the rows. You are telling about the tables. No, you didn't practice it, man. Let's
Okay.
do that. Okay, let's do that. I don't want to
Okay.
waste the time. We did it already. Yeah. Delete from, delete from. I just need to take the table name again. Let me take the table name. I told you for update and these two things, you need to give the where condition, which one you want to delete it. Okay. Delete from. You just, these are very common English. Okay. Delete from where employee ID. It will show to you employee ID is 1002. Simple. I need to find something that related to give some input related to delete everything means it may not be now it's a two records. Maybe in the table you have 1 lakh records. You need to specify which records to delete it. For that, we use the where statement. Okay. So just take this delete statement and go for and execute it. 2 rows are deleted. You can see this. Okay. This is the one. Correct. So now this is what you're telling, right? Deleting tables, okay. Deleting, you know, these things, it will take different way that I need to use the drop. Drop statements like it different from the delete. Drop will kill entire picture. Remember that, okay? Right. So if I use that drop here, for example, this basic syntax is zero. I need to give the table, drop table. Sorry, spelling this wrong. This is my object. Which one, view or which one I'm deleting? I just remove it because guys, I'm going to be recreate this table with the primary key. Okay, I'm just dropping it. Now it's completed command. I think we discussed the drop as well. If it is a table, you need to provide the table. If it is a view, we need to provide the view. Drop view, drop table, drop something. You just need to mention the particular object of it. We call it as a object type, object name. Okay, this is the object type. This is the object name. Got it? Yes. Okay. Any questions as of now? If I use the same thing here, employee training, I don't think so. You will get any records here. No, because it is still showing here because I did refresh is not happening immediately. Let me refresh by this way. Okay, now it's gone. Yes. Right. Next, let me create the table. Okay. Now I have to write it as a new table function here. Create table. I have to give the name of it. I'm using the similar name as I wanted to be an example of it. Okay. Now I'm giving similar 3 columns that is coming from it. Okay. There is number 1. So is the column 1 is open bracket. Give the column 1 is employee. Sorry for the caps letter. Employee name. Then employee ID. Then give it like designation. Okay. These 3 things I wanted to. These 3 things I just wanted to use it here. Correct. So now I'm separating by column. I just took the 3 different Okay, these three things. I just wanted to separate it because I just need to provide the data type sheet, right? Employee name, space. What are the things we have to give? Data types. This is the varchar. How much we are going to be mentioned? Let's go for 30, varchar 30. Now, this is not employee name. You can see that, right? Sometimes maybe a duplicate names. Okay, you cannot particularly mention was this name belongs to this person only. Maybe sometimes surnames are also going to be matched. Okay, so there's a different scenario. So I don't want to make it this primary key for the employee name. Let's go for the employee ID. Okay, let me give the integer here, space. Now I'm mentioning as a primary key. Hope you understand that. Okay, primary key and the designation. If you can mention the designation, I'm just giving the varchar. Okay, sorry. Any doubts as of guys, please respond. 10. Okay. Let's go for the 20. This last time is also exalted, right? Yeah. Now, let me run this. Any questions before I run it?
No, no, no.
Cool.
How
Let
can
me
we know? In the UK, three tables, right? I mean, three
three
names:
columns.
employee name, employee. Yeah, three columns: employee designation. So why you use primary key in employee ID?
I told you already now. Something that is by your requirement need to be unique. And your employee ID is unique for you, right?
Okay, okay.
Then you have to use the primary key. You can,
Yeah, yeah.
and remember that one primary key for one table. You cannot use for the multiple systems. One primary
Oh,
key for only one table, one column. That's it. If you use
okay.
once in a table, you cannot use the second time again. Remember that, okay?
Mhm. Okay.
That is cool. Yeah. Second that, let me create this. It is completed now. Okay. I just wanted to add this recording to the insert statement. Okay. Let me exit. This is also completed. Let me refresh it. You will get to know the records as well. Okay. I don't need to refresh it. Fine. Yeah. You can see Raghava 10024D. Correct? One time is happening. Now let me give it again. Previously it was happened, right? We can see the duplication now. Look at this. Violation of primary key constraints. This constraint have a particular unique number in the system. That is this number 2828. Cannot insert a duplicate key. Or an object. Sorry. Okay. Object. Now the duplicate key value is 1000424. It's clearly showing this. If I change this to 10023 and asking for this uniqueness, and Raghavan D is same, I'm only changing the ID here from 24 to 23. It is added again. Okay. 23, 24, rest everything is same. So to be precisely simple, whenever you created any table, primary key is the one thing that allows you to restrict the duplicates and to connect with the other tables. I told you right previously, guys. Whenever you build any kind of a views like something and any kind of these things, what is required is here, right? I'm telling very basic. What is required here is that you need a primary keys from the both the tables. What primary key do? Okay, primary key what do is it connects the individual values, which is like, for example, let's assume you have a unique values in this table called employee ID. The same employee ID you used, okay, you use maybe in the different name in the or maybe the same name. It's up to you in the enrollment table as well. If you want to connect this employee table and okay, employee table and basically to be specifically this in other tables, correct? For example, let me open this. Yeah, employee training table and enrollment table. In both the tables, you have an employee ID. If you don't have a unique records from the both tables, you cannot do a join. Remember that. Okay. If you don't have a proper, any one table has to be contain the unique values to do a relationship. Remember this, guys. Okay. Any one table must have the unique records to build a relationship, else it should be many to many. It means that you are using one Ramana. Okay. For example, you have one thing, correct? Okay, let's assume you're giving the salary to the employees. Okay, so let's assume salary table having the employee ID and the employee table having the employee ID. But you can see there is a no unique records. You having the same Raghava with the 12004, maybe two people have the same salary. Don't know whom to credit which salary. Maybe one person is in the 10 lakhs bracket, one person in the 5 lakhs bracket. There should be uniqueness, right? To do that, okay, to do that, you have to implement the primary key. Any question on this, guys?
Can you show that as in the table? Like, can you
This is the
combine
table.
like two tables?
Combine the two tables and oh, that is yet to come. That is yet to come. Okay. I'm just giving an example. That is yet to come. You have to do a lot of practice with that, and you have to understand the joins first. Okay. There is a bigger session to come. You have to understand, learn the joins, then you do the joins. I'm just giving an example how to use the primary key in a multiple tables and get into the picture. Got it?
Okay, okay.
Okay. Great. Now let's go with the foreign. Okay, guys. A primary key is just completed. You just need to go with the foreign. So foreign key is a column. Same thing, a set of a columns in the one table, but it has to reference the other tables. Okay. For example, as I told you, right, whenever you want to do anything, whenever you wanted to order anything, but how do you know? For example, guys, let's see. Let me create one more table here to be precisely. Let's add those cities, right? Let me create one more table that I'm giving a name of salary. Giving the name of salary. Okay. SARAL. Salary. Right. That is good. Create a table of salary. That is, we have a employee name, employee designation, and I'm giving the salary here. That is in integer. Integer, maybe big integer, doesn't matter for me. Okay. So create table. That is fine. Why we have a two closed brackets here? Not required. I'm just creating this table. But before I do, what I wanted to do, it is very clear, right? I just wanted to refer this column to this column. What does it meaning by referring it? When I refer this column to this particular column, there is some differentiations has to be coming to the picture. Okay. Remember this, when I reference to the one table to the other table, okay, it means that whatever in the employee table that must be has to be in the salary table. That's where foreign key into coming to the picture. Okay. So this number one is coming to the picture, right? Did you created it, right? Three created. Now I am writing one more thing here. Let me take the comma. Okay. I am writing the foreign key of the one ID. Okay. Then references to the other ID. Right. Let me do that here. Foreign key. Okay. Of one column, which is the column of employee ID. Copy. Foreign key of the employee ID. Paste. Sorry, I spelled it wrong. My bad. Yeah. Okay. One ID. References. References. Yeah, this is the references. From where? From this table. Remember this same table name I'm taking it. I'm referring to this table, guys. I'm just showing how to, connect these two tables. Yeah. Copy. This is referring for the primary table. This is the table that I'm referencing. Okay. And take the same employee ID there as well. Now, this is very good. Okay. This is not good. This is restricting like hell. These two columns have here and these two columns I'm preparing for this one. Employee ID from the both the tables. So let me give this to you. EMP ID is given. Oh, sorry. I didn't use the open bracket here. Why the TPO dot salary has to be coming to the picture here. Already is there. Oh, that is the bad. Okay, let me go for the salary too. Okay, it's a command successfully done it. Now, let me do this very simple way. Now I have done it. There is a no records, right? What I have to do is I have to build a new insert into statement, and instead of training, I have to use the salary to. Okay, salary to salary to, and it is like employee ID. Sorry, employee name, employee ID, and this is the salary. Let me give it as a 1 lakh for a beginning purposes. 1,000,000. Okay, right, done. Let me give this. Insert into this particular thing, and I'm giving this as the 7. 1,000,27 is employee ID for 1 lakhs. The name is same Raghava. I'm not messing with the name. Look at this, guys. The insert statement conflicted with the foreign key. We added the foreign key here, right? Conflicted with the foreign key. This is the foreign key ID 4F7. Conflicted with the database of training. Database is a training. What it is showing? It has a conflict with the existing database of training, the table name called employee training, the column of employee ID. Indirectly, it is saying, boss, whatever the record you are trying to enter, that 1,007 is not available in the employee training ID. Is it available here? No, right? It means that I'm giving this foreign key. What I'm telling you with the foreign key is refer to that column to the other table similar column. If you have a number 1 column, okay, table 1, table 2 is there. If you have a data in a table 1, that must be same record has to be in the table 2. Okay, it means that maybe you have 100 columns, same 100 columns there. No, it may be 5 columns in the table 2, but that 5 columns must has to be refer from the table 1. Okay, if I see only 2, 3, 2, 4, if I added the 2, 3 in this, okay, 2, 3 Raghava and give it 1 lakh salary here, this is the referencing to that. Now we can see 1 row is affected. Let me write the statement again. Okay, let me select this and run it. Tap into selection and all. You can see it now. You cannot do anything from this one. Only 2, 3 and 2, 4 you can add the data. 2, 3 and 2, 4 also I'm adding the data because it's a part of the other table. Okay, so let me run this. One row again affected. If I run it again, this one here, okay, salary, execute it. 1, 2, 3, 2, 4 is a part of it. If I wanted to add the 2, 5, is it possible, guys, to add the 2, 5 here? Before I exit, I want from Harika.
No.
Can I
No.
add the 2 5 Harika?
No.
No.
Why? No, Harika has to answer it. Why Harika?
Uh,
No, I added 2 3 2 4. Then next sequence is 2 5 only. No, why it is not possible?
uh, because there are only two is there in the table, no? You can't add one more.
Which table you have a 2 records only? I just added 2 3 and 2 4. You can add a number of records, right? Why only 2 records? Yadu, you're saying no, right? Why? The reason?
Cause there is no data like that in the table.
Which table you don't have a data?
Salary too.
Salary too, you have already 2 records. Okay.
Like, but there is no employee ID matching 10025.
Where you matching that record?
In
When
both
you,
of the tables.
yes, the employee training table. That is that should be mentioned. When you're
Okay.
comparing to the employee training table, there is a no 10025. This
Yeah.
difference means you are comparing these two tables. Whenever you have to create a new record, it should
Mhm.
be referencing to this table of this column. If it is there, add it. If it is not there, don't add it. That's how it is
Okay.
giving to the instructions to it. Okay. In this particular table, I'm referring to this one. If it is available, boss, do it. No, that I'm restricting you to do it. No, you can't do that. Okay.
Okay.
Madhava, you're also good with that?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. So let me go with the third one. Unique key, right? So we have completed these two things. Foreign key, primary key. The third one is I'm going with the unique key. That's very simple. Unique key is like one thing that you can go with the primary key and the foreign key. But what I told you, primary key is a one time, correct? Primary key is a one time that you are happily do it, correct? But unique key you can go for a multiple times. 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, doesn't matter. And with the primary key and with unique key, you can do that. Unique key is like restricting the duplicates only. It is not like you are not doing 2 times or 3 times. You can do that. No questions on that. You can go for the employee name and employee ID and salary. You can go with the primary key as a employee ID and unique key for the employee name and salary. You can do that. But primary key, you cannot use the 3 times. Unique key, you can use any number of times in the column with the same listed data. Why you may ask that how, why? Why means right? Primary key you can use for the join isolated for future purposes. You can use a multiple times uniqueness. Okay, but in uniqueness, unique key one thing is has to be figured. Okay, unique keys allows the nulls to be as a values. Null is a value in a unique key, but primary key is null is not a value. You must have to enter some value there. Remember that. Okay. And secondary thing, it may be sometimes it may be it may be not be possible to add the any kind of a joins or anything with this primary unique key because of the nulls, because of the constraints level. You may not be added. You may add it. There is sometimes a figure need to be done. You need to go out and check the data and you have to be do some kind of a figure outs over there. Okay. So let's do one thing. I just need to be, some time because now if I tell it about the unique key, you may get confused over there. So while we are doing the joining, please remember and get me know. We'll discuss about the unique key. I'll take that one and we'll discuss about the unique key and we'll re-prepare it on that particular scenarios on the security reasons. Okay. Any questions or anything you have doubts on foreign key and primary key, guys?
No.
Okay, cool. Anything? Team Harika, Madhava. Let me stop the recording. And guys,
Okay.
I'll share that things with you. Okay. Sorry,
Okay.
recordings with you. I think the day I missed it, maybe within 30 minutes after this one and that one, two links I'll share with the HR people. They'll share with you. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, after completion of this class, please share this video and
Sure.